Hello guys, guess who's back? I'm back for cooking. Today I'm making something that I'm really excited about because I made it before 2 weeks ago. It was so delicious. It's actually Peruvian food. It's a dish I grew up eating. My mom made it all the time. It is a dish that takes a little longer because of the beans, but it's worth it, trust me. It's so delicious. I actually don't have a recipe. I'm gonna go off the top of my head, so we'll see how that goes. So first step is beans. I have a pound of pinto beans. I tried Peruvian beans, which is typically what my mom uses, but the Peruvian beans here are not the best. Well, at least where I get them from. So I'm gonna do pinto. Pinto, love, 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 love. So what I tried this time that I didn't last time is I soaked my beans for about 3 hours. I don't know if that does anything, but they're thoroughly washed and I have water boiling behind me. And as soon as the water boils, I'm gonna throw these in. There is no measurement to how much water you wanna put in the pot. It's more like you wanna make sure that the beans are at least covered by water and maybe 1.5 inches on top of that. So yeah, let's make some beans, catch up on some things, and I'm excited to cook again. I really, really, really hope this comes out good because it was delicious last time. My food doesn't always come out just as good as the first time. Okay, I think while the water's boiling, I'm gonna start prepping my veggies because I'm trying to think what veggies there are. We're gonna have some onion, garlic, tomato, carrots, potatoes. That's gonna be for the stew. So what I'm making is carne estofada with beans and rice. Carne estofada Peruvian style, specifically my mom's style. So the vegetables in there is garlic, onion, carrot, potatoes, beef, tomato paste, and some Peruvian ingredients that I'm sure will be really hard to find if you're not in a place that has a Peruvian store near you. But who knows if you're gonna make this. Maybe you'll just wanna watch me make it, but those are the ingredients I'm gonna need. One of the ingredients I have is expired. I'm gonna use it still, but hopefully it doesn't kill me. I am gonna use it just a little bit because I am a little scared. I don't like expired things, but this specific ingredient, let me grab it. Oh wait, actually, it's right underneath my camera. Ah! Here it is. Okay. Where's the other? This one's not expired. Oh shoot. Okay. So this is a Peruvian ingredient I'm going to be using that it might be hard to find. My mom brought this from Peru for me. I have a lot. This is not expired. It's called ají panquita. Expires in January. This is good. This is what it looks like if you're looking for this. It is a paste. That, so good. This is what expired. August though, it's only October. Should be fine, I smelled it last time. It's ají amarillo paste. It's just ají amarillo, so it just adds such good flavor to the stew. So carne estofada is pretty much like a beef stew. It's so delicious. I'm obsessed with it. And let me grab the vegetables that we're gonna need to prep. Okay, since I do have garlic paste, I won't need to cut any garlic up, but I'm gonna grab 1 tomato, 1 carrot. I won't be using too much of the carrot because I don't want it to be too sweet. And a carrot does add a lot of sweetness to a dish. And I'm only gonna add 2 potatoes because I'm gonna have rice. The potato is more for, I mean, I do love eating it, but for me, for this dish specifically, it is a double carb, the rice and the potatoes. So I'm only gonna add 2 because I definitely want to use it more of its for its starchy purposes of thickening the broth. I think the starch thickens the broth. So I'm only gonna use 2 of these potatoes. And I think I'm gonna use half of this onion, half of this red onion. Should be plenty. Oh, also I'm gonna be using peas, but they don't go until the end, so we won't be needing that just yet. Okay, I got little containers because that's what I'm gonna put the food on when I cut them, since it isn't a lot of food. Water's getting close to boiling, so let me just wash my veggies. Although I'm gonna peel the carrot and the potatoes, I still wanna wash them. Okay, let me get you guys in frame. Do the tomato first. So for the tomato, I'm just gonna dice it very fine. I know there are a lot of people, like I know a lot of Peruvian people don't like to put the seeds in from the tomato, but I didn't care last time because I cooked it for a little bit, so it just disintegrated. Okay, water's boiling. Let's add our beans into the water. So we're gonna add our beans. Really quick, I'm gonna add a half of this onion also in there. Do that really quick. Half a red onion. It could be any onion. I'm gonna add red. And then I'm gonna add 3 bay leaves. Actually, I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves. And that's it. I think that's it. I'm gonna wait for this to come to a boil again. Then I'm gonna put it on a low to medium heat for 2 hours. Don't touch it. Maybe at the hour mark, lift the lid, make sure your beans aren't drying out because you don't want to burn them. So at the hour mark, lift the lid, make sure it's not burning. If there's still enough water in there, give it a good mix. Put the lid back on. Total cooking time should be 2 hours. We're not adding salt yet. We won't be adding salt until the very end, just because this is a Hispanic superstition. If you add salt before you cook them, no, if you add salt before the end, the beans will be hard, and I don't want that. So the style of beans also I'm making are called frijoles de olla. They're so good. They're my favorite. But back to the toppings we're gonna need for our stew. So again, I'm cutting tomato, dicing tomato. And also, I'm not gonna start making the beef until the beans have been cooking for an hour, because it does take about an hour, I feel like, for the stew to be cooked. Obviously, the longer you cook it, the more tender the beef will be. Okay. Okay. Tomato. Now let's dice the onion. We do want to finely dice, because we don't want chunks in stew. We want the tomato and the onion to really get cooked in there so that it like disintegrates into the thick broth-like stew flavor. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I just got done with the gym, picked up my kids from school. I have been on a kick on beans. I've been making beans literally every week. They're so good. And pretty sure beans are healthy, because I make them from scratch, so there isn't really anything bad in them. Just veggies. Oh! Okay, this is a big piece of onion. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Alright, let's throw, you see how tiny, tiny, tiny this piece of onion? Throw that in here. Ah. All right. Oh wait. 60 minutes, because at the 1 hour mark, that's when I'm gonna start the beef. Then at the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna start the rice. Okay, we have our diced onion, red onion. Do potato, and let me peel the potatoes. So much has happened. I'm currently working on the Hawaii vlog, which I'm gonna post before I post this video. It is gonna be a longer vlog because we were there for so long, and I did record a lot of it. I think I did a better job at vlogging this trip than I typically do, but I hope you guys like it. I'm still on my fitness journey. It's not even a journey. It's part of my everyday life now. I go to work. I just work out every day. I have changed up my workout routine though, because I'm currently trying to grow my glutes, which has been going great, I think. Okay, potato. These I'm only gonna cut in half because they are smaller potatoes, and I don't want them to disintegrate if I cut them into smaller pieces. What else has been happening? Halloween's around the corner. My boys are having their friends over, so I'm gonna be the house that's taking 8 little kids trick-or-treating. I'm also hosting a dinner for them. My husband and I are I'm gonna decorate. I'm gonna make like a really cute, spooky Halloween table for the boys to sit around. I don't want the whole carrot. I think I'm gonna use, yeah, I'm only gonna use a little because, yeah, I'm gonna use this much. So that turned into us buying everything new for our backyard. So, because our backyard furniture is about 4 years old, 5 years old, 4 years old, because we bought it in 2021, all our furniture, but we didn't get covers for anything, so they've been weathered so badly. And it was just time that we invested in some quality pieces for the backyard furniture. So excited to put that together. And we got covers for everything because the past like 2 years, California has gotten so much rain. It's so weird, which is not good. And also the covers will just prevent the furniture from being covered in dust. Because we do live near, like where we live is very hilly. So I feel like we get a lot of dust from there. Okay, this is how I'm cutting my carrots. And I'm gonna put those with the potatoes because these will go at the same time as the potatoes. Actually, that's not that much. I'm gonna do the whole carrot. So that's what's happening. What else? Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up. I have been going out of my comfort zone a little bit and cooking different meals. I really wanted to film yesterday's meal, which was it was so fast and so quick, but it was so good. Yesterday I made some buffalo chicken wraps with a ranch coleslaw. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, I had two. All right. We have our potatoes and carrots, our onion, and our tomato. Let's clean up. I'm not dressing up for Halloween because I don't want to. Oh wait, I'm gonna need this for the beef because I have to dice my beef. Oh wait, what am I doing? Let me just clean my workspace. I might just do what I do every year, which is like vampire makeup, which is just regular makeup. I just look a little more like emo goth, and then I'll do like blood running down my lip. Pretty easy. All right, we'll be using this for the beef. I'm gonna take it out so you can rest. This is what I buy, which is beef chuck roast. I did buy a lot, but there's also a lot of fat in this meat, which I like to cut out. But yeah, once we get closer to, actually, let's dice it now. Why not? Let's cut it. That way I can just be done prepping. Ooh, it's a big piece of meat. I also have the world's smallest knife. And the world's smallest cutting board right now. Why did I do that? Okay. So I like to do, this is not gonna work. I like to do smaller cubes for the meat. I do like a little fat because I feel like that gives it so much flavor. But I will try to trim as much as I can out. Just because I don't love the taste of fat in like a stewed beef, you know? A little bit's fine, but I'm also not trying to slice my finger off. Okay. What else? Oh. This is like so much fat. I'm trying not to waste meat. But so the beef chunks are they're pretty good, the size I'm doing. What's up?
Oh, I did my homework and started recipes for 10 minutes.
Okay, when is that due?
November 3rd.
Okay.
You know when you got it?
Huh?
You know when you upload?
A while ago.
Yeah, like a month.
Yeah, is it hard? It's harder?
Yeah, I already know the first paragraph though. In one day I learned it. I already know the second paragraph.
Good.
I'm still learning the second paragraph.
Levi, I need you to study a little longer. Thank you. You don't have any other tests coming up? Did you went through your checklist?
Yes. I studied my vocab. I went through my cards 2 times.
Okay.
Can I play?
Yes.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. Gotta stay on top of their homework because my youngest, it's his first year at this new school that his brother goes to, and it's a very much different school than he used to go to. The school he used to go to was so carefree. He had homework once a week. It was so much easier than now. This school he goes to now, it's all about academics, and it's a lot harder for him, which was a little bit of a struggle for him in the beginning. But I just have to make sure to stay on top of it because I want him to succeed in his school. I don't want him to not do that, especially when I'm here to help, you know? My oldest has the hang of it because he's been there for 2 years now. But my youngest, I have to just make sure that he stays on track because I want him to be successful. And I'm here to help him, like, with anything. So, gotta make sure they do their homework. For me, it's more of the studying part, because their teachers also want them to be successful, so they make it very easy for them to be able to access everything they need online, which is amazing for a parent because I'm able to also help here at home because I'm not obviously there at school with them. And I am very proud of them because my oldest got the Dean's List last quarter. And my youngest got honorable, which is still amazing because it was his first quarter in a new school that he had to transition to. So we're very proud of them. But just because they did amazing in the first quarter doesn't mean I'm not gonna check on them still. Like, I'm still gonna make sure that they're doing what they need to be doing. But anyways, now they're playing in the backyard. Thankfully, there's a lot of pieces of meat that don't have a lot of fat. But that's the thing about beef chuck, it's that it is a fattier piece of meat, which is fine. Because fat means flavor. All right, let's see what shows. I just watched Boots on Netflix. I finished it yesterday. It was a little bit of a slow start. It's honestly not like my typical show I would watch, I would say. But the ending was so good. I really recommend it. It's not something I'm like, you have to watch it. Like, I wouldn't say that about the show, but I think it's, if you have nothing to watch, it's something you should give a try. It's about, I think it's the 90s, 80s, I'm not sure. About a guy who joins the Marines and his journey in the Marines, being a homosexual man, because at the time it was illegal to be gay in the military, which is crazy. Okay, this is how much meat we got out of, which is quite a lot actually. Now I'm gonna clean this up. But yeah, I'm watching I finished Boots. What else? I think I'm out of shows to watch actually. Let me wash my hands. What else I'm watching? I'm not watching anything. I tried to give the paper a shot. I'm not gonna say I gave it a fair shot because I wasn't 100% paying attention. It was whatever. I need to give it a better shot when I'm watching it. Nothing's gonna come close to The Office because I'm such a huge Office fan. But let's see. I watched Taken yesterday on Netflix. I don't know, I just said I was new. Literally the worst movie I've ever seen. Waste of time. Don't watch that. What else? I think that's it. I watched the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Oh my god, it was so good. I feel like last year you could tell it was lower budget because it was whatever. This year they upped their budget and it was so noticeable. It was so good. So good. I'm gonna say something a little controversial though, because I don't think influencers should have been in the fashion show, which is fine. I just think as someone that has watched the Victoria's Secret shows since I was like a teenager, it's supposed to be supermodels. It's supposed to sell the fantasy of these like unobtainable bodies on these models that are professionals that train their entire lives to look the way they do. I'm not saying that influencers don't, but I'm just saying like models are models for a reason, you know? But I am glad that they did give the influencers the section of pink, which is more of like the fun, flirty part of this segment of the show, which that made me happy. But besides that, everyone did so amazing. I love Alex. She's my favorite model. Of course, Adrian Alima looks amazing. Candace is, I think she's a vampire. I don't think she ages. Her body's incredible. I loved it so much. I love that Carol G performed. Madison Beer did amazing. Honestly though, Madison Beer's outfit, I expected a little more. I feel like they could have done better on her outfit. Same with, no, Quen looked incredible. Like, everybody knows her body's incredible. She did so good. The only person that I think they could have done better outfit-wise was Gabby. I think they did her a little dirty because Gabby's body is so incredible. They shouldn't have given her a high-waisted skirt. They should have given her a bikini. Like, honestly, I feel like her body deserved a bikini to be on that show. So good. Barbara Paulman is, Barbara Sprouse, incredible. I was shocked. She's so pretty. Her body's incredible. Oh, everyone just did so good. And the pregnant model in the beginning, I forgot her name. Why can't I remember her name? She's a legend. What's her name? I can't remember her name. I almost cried watching that part. I was like, the first pregnant model on the Victoria's Secret runway. And she's having a boy. So cute. But yeah, I don't know why I'm out of breath. We have 40 minutes left in the bean, so I will be back in 40 minutes to finish cooking everything else. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm starving. I'm withering away. Let's get cooking. Now, let me grab the rest of the ingredients that we're gonna need. Oh, why am I so... There we go, it's better. Okay, let me grab the rest of the ingredients really quick. Let's get started. Let's get started. This is the pot I'm going to be using. I need to add salt, cumin, pepper. And MSG. All right, to the that won't be very even if I do that. I'll have to mix it with my fingers. Let me fill up my soap first because it's empty. That way I can wash my hands after. Let's do this. Okay, can you see? No. Okay. Cumin. Pepper. MSG. Salt. Okay. I want to mix it with my hands. Ugh. Whatever, that's good. Oh, I spilled it. Okay, let me wash my hands. All right, let's start. Let's get this hot. We're gonna add some oil. My preferred oil always is gonna be avocado oil. So we're gonna start with avocado oil. We're gonna get this hot. We're gonna add garlic, the onion, tomato, and we're gonna saute it for but we're gonna saute it until the onion starts sweating and the tomatoes are pretty cooked down, because again, I don't want to have chunks in my sauce. I do need to open this while we wait for the oil to heat up. The good thing about avocado oil is that it has a higher temperature, a cooking temperature, which means that it gets hot faster, which is nice when you're trying to cook. And then this will be ready for when I need it. I got my pouches, so hopefully you guys can see. Let me bring you guys close. Closer. Is that better? Okay. I don't want it to get too hot because I don't want it to burn, but we're gonna add garlic. I don't know how much garlic, but garlic, the onion, tomato, now that it's been an hour, I'm gonna check on the beans. They are a little dry. I'm gonna add a cup of water. Okay. Cup of water, we'll let that cook. And just cook down. And then next we're gonna be using, we're gonna be adding the tomato paste, yellow pepper, ají panca. I'm gonna put the whole thing in here. And then the ají amarillo, I'm only gonna add about a half. Okay. Next, let's move this. Keep frying that up. Next will be the tomato paste. I open it on both sides so that I can push the tomato paste out. I'm gonna keep cooking it, but this is what it should look like. It's like a thick, pasty consistency. Next is the beef. Now we're gonna add the beef in here. Now we're gonna add water. I added too much water, which is fine. It still tasted fine, but the consistency of the broth was too watery, and it's a stew, so we want it to be a little thicker. So I'm not gonna add as much because at the end I can always add more if it's too thick. So I'm gonna add a little bit, mix it around, because it's gonna come to a boil, so we are gonna lose some water, it's gonna evaporate. So I don't want to put too little water because I don't want. Okay, that should be good. Smells good. We're gonna bring this to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, we're gonna put a lid on it, lower it to medium heat, let it cook for 20 minutes. While that's cooking, let's work on our rice. Okay, let me fill this up with rice. We've got 1 3/4 cups of rice. We're gonna wash it. I'm gonna move this pot to the back. That was hot. Okay. Avocado oil for our rice. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. The rest of this garlic. I should have bought some more. No. We're gonna saute that. The garlic for a little bit just to get a little fragrance. All right, let's saute that garlic. We're not trying to burn the garlic. We're trying to just cook it in the oil for a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna add the rice. And then I'm gonna do same amount of water to rice ratio. Let's mix. Salt. I don't measure the salt for my rice. I'm gonna go with this much. Add it in there. Let it come to a boil. Our beef, I keep doing that. Our beef is coming to a boil, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna add a little bit of red wine vinegar. And I mean the tiniest amount. I don't know if that was enough. I added a little bit, but when it's almost done, I can always add more if it needs a little more acidity. So now I'm gonna put the lid on it 20 minutes, and I'm gonna lower the to medium heat. Let's work on the rice. Okay, I found a show. Within the hour of making the beans, I found a new show. It's so good so far, and I'm only on episode 1, 24 minutes in. It's called The Girlfriend. It's so good so far. I'm obsessed. I'm hooked. Let me put away my oil. I'm gonna keep the salt and MSG out just because I might have to adjust. I didn't add a ton of salt, so because I'd rather add at the end. I don't want to oversalt something, so Yeah. Cleaning as we go. Cleaning as we go. And everything is always sprayed with disinfectant. Okay. Close this. Let's keep this vinegar right here. So my rice, I need to wait for it to come to a boil before I put a lid on it. So it does take a little bit sometimes. Also, when this is done, I'm gonna go upstairs, rinse, put on some comfy clothes, and then I'll try the food for you guys, because I want to be comfortable when I eat this meal, because it's such a comfort meal for me that I want to be comfy and not sweaty. So now I'm gonna go ahead and drop that to low. Lid on it. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Don't touch it, don't lift it, don't do anything. In 20 minutes, the rice will be done. In 20 minutes, the beef should be cooked. After the 20 minutes, we're gonna add the potatoes and carrots to the beef. Then we'll continue cooking for 15 minutes. And then it should be done and ready to serve. So let me go rinse off, let me go get comfy, and I will be back to finish the meal. Okay, I'm back, guys. 20 minutes. Time to finish the meal. I'm so hungry. I'm wearing comfy clothes. Okay, our rice is done. Let's check on it. Perfect. All right. That can be turned off. Let's bring our beef over here. Ooh, it smells good. Ooh, it's a little watery though. Let's try it. Okay, I definitely need some salt. I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time. Let's add a little bit of MSG. And then it does need a little more acidity, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit more of this vinegar. And that's it. Let's mix this up. Alrighty, let's add the potatoes. Our carrots. And I almost forgot we have to get our peas, frozen peas. These are the ones I use. They're the Trader Joe's. They're the Trader Joe's petite peas. Except they're frozen. One handful. Two. It might be too many. Whatever. I personally like the peas. You like the peas?
Yeah.
Alright. It's time to check our beans. Let's check our beans. Oh. Let me take out the onion. So we got our onions out, bay leaves out. Did turn the heat up on the beans because they're done, and I'm gonna try them. Let's try.
turn?
Yeah, let me just, I haven't added salt yet. Let me just make sure it's quickly right before you try it.
Okay.
One bean. Yeah, they're perfect. Add some salt. Okay, come here. What do you think? Perfect. All right, our beans are done. Beef needs just scratched my nose. Beef needs 15 minutes, 13 minutes. And we'll kind of just go off of that. Beans, I'm turning off. I'm putting the lid on it to keep it warm. That's why my rice is also covered, to keep it warm for dinner time. I can put the salt away. Also the MSG. I don't need this water cup. All right, so in 15 minutes, I'm gonna plate up our plates. I'm so excited. And I will be back in 12 minutes. Look at it. That's good?
Yeah.
My favorite, Coke Zero Vanilla. Oh my god. All right. Guys, look at this. Delicious. All right, let me lower you so we can take a bite together. All right, let me grab a knife. Let's see if a butter knife will cut through the beef. Good? Levi? Oh, actually I have a little piece right here. Let's do the perfect bite. Rice, beef, and beans. Let's not burn my mouth. Oh, oh wait, that's really hot. Wow, that's delicious. That's so good. I can't believe it. Wow, this is so good. Okay, time to get cozy, sit with my boys and have dinner. That was so delicious. I hope you guys make it because it's actually delicious. If you're lucky enough to have a Peruvian grocery store near you, pick up those two sauces. So good. And majority of Peruvian food actually uses those. So you'll be able to make a ton of dishes. Or if you have a Mexican grocery store, sometimes they have a little tiny Peruvian section in them. So you can check it out. But yeah, now we're gonna enjoy dinner. Thanks for cooking with me, guys.